Hey, what's up, everyone? Matt Crane here. I know that Facebook, it takes a little bit for the room to fill up, the audience to come through. We just found out that schools are closed tomorrow here in Giles County, so I figured now was a better time than never to do a video because I'll have my two children with me tomorrow. But Casey Buckingham, good to see you. So as people start to come in the room tonight, as they fill up, this video is really important. You guys will see the gentleman tagged in the title, Brandon Adams. Make sure you guys and gals are going over there, following Brandon, checking him out. He's doing some amazing things, and I'm excited about, hey, Shelly, how you doing? Great to see you. I'm really excited about the Accelerator program that I've joined with Brandon and so many other amazing people. Hashtag live to grind. So if you really want to know more about it, hey Laura, check it out. If you really want to know more about it, definitely want to get over to BrandonTAdams.com, and you want to understand the power of building relationships. If you're interested at all in what the Accelerator program is all about, there's only a limited number of seats left, and I'll be very honest, I'm completely humbled and honored that I was actually selected out of the hundreds and thousands of people that inquired about the program. And Jeremy Warner, great to see you, buddy. William Doubly, great to see you. So thank you, Laura. You can actually get to live2grind.com/influencer. Justin Brown, rocking the free world, prohealthywealthy.com/start. Great to see you. Richard Trevino, great to see you, buddy. Super proud of what you did tonight. Pushed through some personal adversity and delivered a home run video with your book. Throw your link up for your book, Richard. Make sure everybody has an opportunity to check that out. So, for me, 2016 was an amazing year across the board. It was amazingly tough financially. It was amazingly tough emotionally. It was amazingly tough spiritually, mentally. It challenged me across the board, but it also made me the most self-aware that I've ever been probably in my entire life. I mean, ever. And in July, myself and Jeremy Warner, Rush Impact Media and Marketing, you guys see the hat. If you're interested in this hat, definitely send me a message. We're getting ready to ship hats all over the country. But myself and Jeremy Warner and I was actually walking in my parking lot. Walking in my driveway, I should say, and he and I were on the phone talking back and forth. We had started to create this relationship through social media, through online channels, and, the Power of Great podcast popped up, and we began talking, and then without an email list, without a huge network, without any understanding of how to create a podcast or run a podcast, none of that, legitimately just started this podcast called The Power of Great, built on the definition that your current situation is not your defining moment. And now here we are moving into 2017. We are getting ready to break the 150,000 download mark. I'm really excited about that across our listening platforms. I will be making an official announcement, but I'm actually doing my interview on Monday with a very well established and published tech magazine that goes across the country, has over 27 million uniquely visitors to its online website, as one of the top 25 podcasts to listen to in 2017. I'm excited about that. And the reason why this video is important is because it truly is about the power of building relationships. I had Brandon Adams on my show very early on in the show's process. I believe it was like episode 29 or episode 30. Brandon and I had literally only met through online channels. We had very minimal interaction. I really was impressed with his podcast, the University of Young Entrepreneurs. I was really inspired by his, he's a young millennial with a lot of energy and a lot of excitement, but I was just really inspired by his humbleness and his openness. And, as somebody that has always lived with big expectations, always had high goals for himself, and has always been kind of the big personality in the room, sometimes humility was something that I wouldn't say I lacked, but something I didn't show enough of, I should say. And so after that podcast episode, Brandon and I just started to create this bigger relationship. And then all of a sudden it spun off into bigger and better other relationships. And this network of people that started to kind of come around themselves, like Jeremy Warner and the team at Rush Impact Media and Marketing, and so many other amazing influencers that I've been able to network with. Grant Cardone's of the world, Joe Combs, Ted Rubin, Bob Berg, who wrote the national bestseller, The Go Giver, Lewis Howes, John Lee Dumas of Entrepreneur on Fire. So many amazing people. Amber Aziza, who's an absolutely phenomenal entrepreneur, Danelle Degato. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And Chance, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. And to see that, and then coming on the tail end of last year, Brandon reached out to me, and I reached out to him, and we were talking through some things, and I realized that one of the big things that was missing for me was an accelerator program that was really built around accountability, that was really built around finding your core values and then matching that and your passion for success and your drive to get better with other people that fit. And when I talked to Brandon about this accelerator program, out of all the other programs that I've seen out on the marketplace, not to knock any of them, what I really liked about Brandon's program was that's the vision that he went behind it, was you have a unique ability, and your unique ability might be able to help someone else strengthen their unique ability. But because there's synergy with maybe your energy level, or maybe there's synergy with your ambitious goals. But the other thing that I really was impressed about this, and why I said push the button, we're in, let's go, is he's also has a unique way of understanding who you need to be matched with that's going to offer you the right type of accountability. You see, we all are looking for accountability partners. We all really are looking for someone that's going to help us grow and get motivated. And sometimes you have to find people that's outside of your particular business, that's outside of your workplace. You've got to find those people that are going to help motivate you and push you and help you grow, so you can then come back to your team, or that you can come back to your family, or you can come back to your business, your podcast, or your organization, your boss, your CEO, and become a much better, more structured, more sound, total person, while you're still going to be a rock star business person or salesperson or writer or podcaster, whatever the case may be. And so for me, it was a no-brainer. And the other thing that I really started to take to heart was that Brandon then only increased his level of touch points. He only increased his level of communication. He only increased his level of promotion of those people, not just because we were joining his accelerator program, but because he appreciated us trusting him and his group and his program enough to say that it mattered for us to be a part of it. And I think when you see that, and as you start moving towards your complex goals in 2017, because success is a very complex thing, it's the simple decisions you're going to make in life. Look, I got to be honest. It's not a complex decision to join a accelerator group. Carlos Gill, what's up, bro? Good to see you. There's another guy that's an absolute stud. Carlos Gill. Make sure you're following him. But it's not a complex decision to join an accountability group. It's not a complex decision to find a mentor. It's not a complex decision to want to get better in life. It's simple. It's a simple decision. What's complex about it is, are you finding the right group? Are you willing to dummy down your own need and your own sense of wanting to be seen so you can start understanding how to be heard? And in today's digital world, and in today's business climate, and the way people are marketing, the way businesses are moving, it's important that you go back to the Covey principle of seek to understand, then be understood. And that's exactly why I joined this accelerator program, is that I had to understand that you're going to be heard regardless. If you have talent, if you're willing to submit to your own fear, right? And when I say submit to your own fear, when you're just willing to submit to it and then understand it and then go out and attack it, what's going to happen is you're actually going to start understanding more about who you are. And then all of a sudden, people are going to start paying attention to you. You know, in 2016, I pushed so hard thinking that being seen was important, which it is important. I don't want to take away from that. But what happened the first week of January? I was nominated and now awarded a top 25 podcast. When my podcast jumped 40,000 downloads in literally 30 days. I'm now with the team at Rush Impact and Marketing and Media that is allowing me to take my sales and marketing expertise and then provide value to the marketplace with products and services and offerings. All these things, relationships started to grow better. I started to have more meaningful conversations with people. It's because I started making more simple decisions. So when you think about an accelerator program, when you think about a mindset, when you think about mentorship, when you think about marketing, when you think about professionalism, it's very simple to do those things. What most people miss is they throw this 300, I've got a goal to hit $500,000 in net income in 2017. Okay? I've never seen that kind of money, right? But I'm going to be disappointed if I make $499,999 this year, right? And for me, sometimes it's tough for me to say that out loud, right? Because now you've got to live up to those expectations. And regardless of what type of hustler you are, or grinder, or talent, or whatever the case may be, living up to your own expectations is the hardest, period. And so I understood right away that in order for me to hit that goal, I was not going to be able to do it myself. I had a podcast today. I shot a podcast today with a gentleman, and I'm going to give him credit for it right here. His name's Rob Fajardo, right? Leave Normal Behind. He's with the crew at Founders and Brandon Adams, and he said this: if you want to go fast, go at it alone. If you want to go a long time, go together. And I'm paraphrasing what he said. And I think what's important about that is, for so many of us, we've been doing this thing for a long time by ourselves. And yes, things happen fast. We get broke fast. We quit fast. We give up fast. We get depressed fast. We look for the next greatest thing fast. But what happens when you finally get around a group of people who actually care about your success, who understand that you have a fit in their group, and that you have a unique skill that's going to help fill a void here, and they have unique talents and skills that's going to help you fill a void here? What happens is now all of a sudden your mission, your message, your brand, it becomes a longevity concept, not a short burst of energy, right? Entrepreneurship, or the 9-to-5 grind, or the workplace, whatever you want to call it, it's not going to be that 60-second drag race. It's going to be that Daytona 500. It's going to be those circles and circles and circles and circles. So joining the accelerator program, was one of those things that I understood, was that in order for Matt to truly to improve, to continue to enhance his personal brand, to grow his podcast even more than what he is, to continue to build relationships that's going to add more business to my bottom line, going to help me create more stronger and more profitable and meaningful relationships, was that I had to join an accelerator program. I had to become part of a mastermind group. I had to get a core group of people that every single day they woke up with the same purpose that I woke up, and that's to be successful, but to help one another be successful. So Brandon Adams and the team they did that for me. And so I'm really excited about that. I think for so many of us, we get lost in this rat race and we fail to understand that losing is going to happen. But you're going to hear me say this a lot in 2017, #GetSimple. I would rather stack more daily victories than have those one grand slam moments. I would rather have more singles every single day that are helping me chip away at the complexity of success that I want to achieve, versus try to go out with a sledgehammer and knock it all in one swing. Because the more that you have daily victories, the more wins you're adding to the win column, okay? The more confidence you're going to build in yourself, the more credibility you're going to create in what you're doing, the more opportunities you're going to have to help other people do the same thing, but you also now become relatable to 99% of everyone else looking to do the same thing. You know, it's no secret that the people that are New York Times bestsellers, those 1%ers, the reason why they're able to say the things they're saying, the reason why they're able to go to the extremes is because, quite frankly, they don't have as much to lose as the majority of us. They've spent the 30 years where we are to get to a point where they can make those massive, momentous decisions, and they may work or they may not work. For us, it's really reducing it to the ridiculous, getting more simple, understanding that daily victories that add up every single day will eventually lead you to the same goal. You know, my coach at the University of North Alabama, Coach Mike Laney, used to say, Matt, you're always thinking about third base and you can't get there without getting a first. Meaning station to station baseball. And the accelerator program for me and Brandon Adams and Laura Peterson and Sherry May and so many other amazing people, these are just people that I happen to have daily interactions with, so I apologize for anyone that I might have left out. That's part of that station. I know that in order for me to go from home to home in 2017, I've got to have a station that leads me to people who are going to help me be better when I get to second base. And then those people are going to help me be better when I get to third, and then third to home. And then I'm going to be able to take what I've learned and teach other people the right way how to do the very same thing. Not just the sexy way or the politically correct way or the it came out in the latest book way, or I happen to, do this planner way. Like, it literally has to be a process every single day. So the accelerator, once again, with Brandon Adams, I'm really excited about it. Monday, we've got our first call. I know that he's got a few seats left. So if you're interested, it's a selective process. I'm humbled and honored that I was even selected for the program. But if you're interested in maybe just learning more about me, or learning more about Brandon or Laura Peterson or Sherry May or some other amazing people that are best-selling authors. Laura Peterson is an Amazon bestseller, first book, right? Brandon has an amazing podcast. He's got an amazing television show. He's launching a magazine this year. I mean, he's the king of crowdfunding. If you want to get around these people who think big, but also understand at one point in time they were exactly where we were, kind of in that gray area of, I'm moving in the right direction, but I know I don't have all the tools necessary to continue going that way. And I think that's where a lot of us falter, is we get plowing in the right direction, and then all of a sudden we know we need another tool, and maybe we don't have it, or we don't know where to find it, or we're just too ashamed to ask. And it's these types of groups, it's this type of program, for me at least, that I know is going to allow me to pick up that tool with ease, not have to search. It's literally going to be at my disposal, but it's up to me to respect that enough and to use that enough in order to truly continue to plow in the direction that I want to go. So I say all those things because, to close out the video, it's all about building relationships. Brandon lives in a completely other side of the country than me. Laura Peterson lives on a completely other side of the country than me. Sherry May lives in a completely different side of the country than me. But we built relationships through these platforms and through social media, through online channels, through hitting live video, through podcasting, through common synergy, that every single day we walk past someone at the grocery store or at the movie theater or the local restaurant that might be that one tool or that one person that we need, but yet maybe our pride didn't allow us to say hi, or Maybe we just decided not to mention our name or create a conversation, or maybe we just had a bad attitude and decided not to say anything to them. So it really is all about building relationships. And for me, I've always been very good at building relationships. I haven't been very great at keeping relationships sometimes, and so I know that in 2016 was a huge learning curve, knowing that it's one thing to build a relationship, it's a complete other thing to manifest, nurture, and create a long-term relationship. So I just wanted to share this with you guys and gals. Brandon's done an amazing job promoting a lot of us lately and giving us a lot of shout outs and talking to us, letting us know how much he appreciates us. Well, in reality, ladies and gentlemen, I really wanted to give this guy his just deserves, because he's got an energy level that most people can't match. He's got a humbleness, swagger about him that I like personally. And he's providing an opportunity for me to better myself, better my situation, better my family, better my work environment, better my entrepreneurial journey, better my podcasting skills. And he's also going to put me in front of people that are going to become lifelong players in my success. And I want to encourage everyone that this particular accelerator, it may not be for you, but Brandon Adams and the folks that he's got around him are definitely people you need to know, you need to watch, you need to listen to, and you need to at least reach out and inquire if this year the accelerator might not be for you, but what could it be for you in 2018? Are you still struggling with creating goals? Are you still struggling with what you're meant to do? Are you still struggling with that inner self that's knocking at you saying, hey, you said this was the year, but we're right back to the same old resolution? I believe that resolutions should die in 2017 and solutions should be the new norm. We should stop creating New Year resolutions that we only quit in 3 weeks, and we should create New Year solution. The definition of a resolution is the process or to solve a problem or to solve a situation. Solution is the means to do that. And most people lack the means. Maybe it's financially, maybe it's emotionally, maybe it's a team, or maybe it's just the fact that you don't properly know how to achieve your goals. And so when I say solution in 2017 for Matt, in order for me to solve my income problem, in order for me to solve my relationship problem, in order for me to solve my podcast, I feel like my podcast should be more popular than it is. I had to go out and find the means to do that. And the Accelerator program is exactly that. Rush Impact Media and Marketing is exactly that. The amazing relationships that I'm building right now on these platforms is exactly that. John Pennington, what's up, brother? I'm going to message you here in a little bit. I know we're supposed to meet up tomorrow, so it's good to have you on here. But if you get a chance before we shut this down, if you're part of a mentoring group or if you have a mastermind, if you could just type me in the comment section, if you're searching for one, if it's something that maybe you've wanted to start one, or maybe you feel that you need to be in one, you just don't know how to ask, then I want you to actually type in the number 1. So if you're already a part of a mentoring group or a masterminding group, type in the word me. If you're searching for one or you're not sure about how to find one, if you could just simply type in the number 1. And then I just ask that you make the decision this year to make that a goal. Get a part of a mentoring group, get a part of a mastermind group, and get a part of an accelerator that's going to hold you accountable, help you grow, and it's going to give you practical, real-time advice and information that you can apply, not just be supplied with. I'm tired of being supplied with information, and I hope that you are too. I want to start applying more things. I'm stacking information every single day, but I have to make the investment to apply it. And I know that the way I'm wired, the way my mind's geared, the way that I'm challenged from a focus standpoint, this accelerator program that I'm a part of with Brandon Adams and so many amazing people are going to allow me the opportunity to stay focused and stay grounded. So I want to say thanks to everyone that commented tonight, that's tapped on the little screen for viewing this video. You know, it's been an amazing first week. And I can tell you guys this, if the other 51 weeks in 2017 go as chaotically and smoothly and amazingly and frustratingly and sleeplessly as week number 1 has, I am unbelievably excited about the things we're going to accomplish. The Power of Great just got a facelift. If you guys haven't already, my boys Jeremy Warner and the amazing folks at Rush Impact Media and Marketing stepped up to the plate and hit one out of the park with our brand new album cover, our brand new logo. We're getting ready to launch a brand new Facebook page where we're going to drop more video. We're going to drop, there's Sherry May, guys. You got to get a hold of my girl Sherry May. Story, unbelievable. But she's a class act and just an amazing person. And there's another great reason when it comes to building relationships. They all come full circle if you continue to be who you are. And so we got a brand new album cover that just come out. William W., I am not as pretty as you, and I knew that if I did not acknowledge this comment that you would have just continued to throw me off my game to do so. But so I'm really excited about all the cool things. The Power of Great's coming. Rush Impact Media and Marketing. We're creating some unbelievable digital products that's helping businesses grow, that's helping influencers get attention and noticed. I mean, there's just so many amazing things that's really happening inside of all the brands that we're working with. And then this accelerator program. So I'm really like super excited because honestly I have no idea what's coming, but every time I talk to Brandon or I watch one of his videos, he looks almost like he's getting ready to explode his own, like it's going to be a surprise birthday party every single day, right? So for me, once again, just to top it off, joining the accelerator program was a recognition from a self-awareness standpoint that I needed to be around people that were going to challenge me, that were going to make me better, and that were also going to hold me accountable and fill voids in my life and in my business and in my opportunities that I'm not great at. Number 2 is Brandon is a genuine, legit person who forced me to get real about my current situation and about my future goals. And that facing that honesty allowed me to even become more self-aware. And then number 3, the cast of characters, as I call them, that are going to be a part of this group are people that I have failed to get to all year. And when I say that is I failed a lot in 2016, and because of those failures, it allowed me to be successful enough to be around these amazing people in this accelerator program. So I hope you all reach out to Brandon, inquire about some of those final seats that are left. But if anything, make 2017 the year that you understand why relationships will either make you or break you, while filling your voids, whether it's in your life, whether it's in your business, or whether it's in your money, are necessary, and getting around people who are more concerned with your success than they are about their own pockets. Because it really is all about helping enough people get to where they want. Zig Ziglar said this, help enough people get to where they want, and you're already going to be where you need to be. So I tell you guys this, your current situation is not your defining moment. Make the decision to understand that. Make the decision to recognize that. Stop trying to be the best in the room, the smartest in the room, the brightest in the room, and start being the person in the room that you are meant to be. And you'll find those people that will help fill you in and help make you the best person that you ever possibly could be. Thanks for letting me share tonight, guys and gals. I'll talk to you next time. Make sure you get over, by the way, to the Power Great Podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Check out the amazing guests. Check out the awesome information that they share every single episode. And stay locked in, because 2017, the guest list only gets better. And I'm excited about that as well. So I can't wait to share in your journey, and I can't wait to start this accelerator program. So I'll see you guys later.